You know, for so many women, giving is just second nature. We give our time, our energy, our care, our support. It's this constant outward flow. But today, in this explainer, we're going to flip that script. We're going to look at what happens when women start giving to the most important person in their entire ecosystem, themselves. And really, this is the question we have to start with. What happens when the well runs dry? Because when the primary giver is running on empty, the effects ripple out to everyone. It's this state of depletion that's become so normal that a lot of us don't even see it anymore. This right here, this reframes the entire conversation. We are not talking about being selfish, not at all. We're talking about a strategic investment in yourself. Giving to your own health gives you a massive return, and not just for you, but for every single person connected to you. Okay, so let's get into it. What does this cost actually look like? We're about to unpack the invisible toll that this culture of always giving takes on a woman's health. Let's start with the one thing none of us can get more of: time. On a global scale, women do almost 3 extra hours of unpaid care and domestic work every single day. I mean, think about that for a second. That is literally an entire part-time job that you do every day for free. And yeah, there's actually a name for this. It's called time poverty. And it's not just about being busy. It's a chronic shortage of time for yourself, which of course leads directly to neglecting the absolute basics of your own well-being. So what does that neglect actually look like? Well, it looks like this. It's grabbing a granola bar for lunch because there's no time for a real meal. It's trying to function on 4 or 5 hours of sleep. It's pushing off that doctor's appointment. Again. This isn't just a bad week, right? It's a pattern. And that pattern leads straight to chronic fatigue and total emotional burnout. So we've talked about the behaviors, the things we do, but the cost is so much deeper than just feeling tired. Let's look at how this all builds up inside you biologically. Because your body, it's keeping a very detailed receipt of all this stress. It really works like a set of dominoes. That constant pressure from time poverty and caregiving creates chronic stress. And in response, your body just floods your system with a stress hormone, cortisol. And that, in turn, kicks off a whole cascade of very real, very physical problems. And this is where it gets serious. We're talking about higher blood pressure, your body struggling to process sugar, that stubborn belly fat that won't go away, and completely wrecked sleep cycles. Every single one of these things is a direct ticket to a higher risk for cardiovascular disease, which, by the way, is still the #1 killer of women around the world. And this biological toll, it hits our minds too. The data is just undeniable. Women are about 1.5 times more likely to experience depression than men. That silent, heavy load we carry, it has a measurable clinical impact on our mental health. You know, here's the really tricky part. So many of these symptoms are just brushed off as part of being a busy woman. You feel that deep, persistent fatigue? Oh, I'm just tired. That constant irritability? I'm just stressed. But look at this. These things that we normalize could be huge red flags for serious conditions like depression or, and this is a big one, anemia. Wow. I mean, just look at this number. In India, a staggering 57% of women between 15 and 49 are anemic. That's more than half. We're talking about a massive silent energy crisis that we have somehow just accepted as normal. So let's just be crystal clear about something. Pushing through exhaustion, powering through that fatigue, that is not a sign of strength. It is your body under constant, sustained biological strain, and that's a debt that sooner or later is going to come due. Okay, I know that was heavy, but really, understanding the problem is the most important first step. So now, let's pivot to the good part, the solution. And it's a really powerful, really doable framework, built on that simple idea: give to gain. It can all start with a simple number: 150 minutes of moderate physical activity a week. I know, that might sound like a lot, but break it down. That's just a little over 20 minutes a day. We're not talking about training for a marathon here. This is just the recommended dose of movement for your heart and your head. And let's get one thing straight. This has nothing to do with a gym membership or fancy workout clothes. It's about being intentional. A brisk walk on your lunch break, that counts. Taking the stairs instead of the elevator, that counts. A 10-minute dance party in the kitchen with your kids, that absolutely counts. Next, we have to completely change how we think about our health checkups. Scheduling that annual exam, that pap smear, getting your blood work done, that is not an indulgence you try to squeeze in. It is a fundamental act of self-respect. It is you taking responsibility for your own future. So here it is, the whole framework in 5 simple steps. Number 1, give yourself those 20 minutes a day. 2, give your body some intentional movement. 3, give yourself boundaries, protect your energy. 4, give your iron levels some attention. Get tested, don't guess. And number 5, which might just be the hardest one, give yourself permission to rest without feeling guilty. And here is the beautiful part, the payoff. Look at this direct return on your investment. You give 20 minutes, you gain hormonal balance. You give movement, you gain protection for your heart. You give boundaries, you gain emotional stability. You give your iron some attention, you gain back your stamina and mental clarity. And you give yourself permission, and you gain peace. Now, this is obviously so powerful for each of us individually, but the impact doesn't stop there. When a woman is healthy and thriving, it creates this incredible ripple effect. It's a collective gain for everybody. This right here, this is a call to action for every partner, family member, friend, and workplace out there. Supporting women's health is an active thing. It means actually redistributing the work at home. It means encouraging her to rest. It means normalizing therapy and treating her doctor's appointments with the same respect as a big meeting at work. And please, can we all just agree to stop glorifying exhaustion as some kind of badge of honor? When you boil it all down, it comes to this. A woman's health is not some personal, private issue. It is the very cornerstone that healthy families and strong communities are built on. When she is well, the entire structure is stronger. So, we're going to end where we started, but this time with a question for you. You give so much to everyone else. After hearing all of this, what is one small thing you will consciously give back to yourself starting today?